Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, January 20th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I utilize the power of love to realign my vibration. And if you did not check it out, I did a scope for the sun moving into Aquarius for Sunday. So go check that out for the Aquarian vibes. But you know, we're opening up to intense energy. So tomorrow, Tuesday, early in the morning, like 4:30 a.m., we have the sun and Pluto in a conjunction. And that just means like Pluto's powering up the sun, and the sun is powering up Pluto, and they're both enhancing each other's energies. But today, we're going to be feeling the building of it. And today, the sun reaches 1 degree, right around like noon Pacific time. It reaches 1 degree Aquarius, which is where Pluto is. So, like, we're conjunct, just not the exact peak, which will be tomorrow. And it's also Inauguration Day. I have to pause when I say that because I always want to say Insurrection Day. Because they're forever combined in my mind now, right? And let me just say I have no love for government in general right now. How Aquarian of me. Anyway, so I personally would not like to be inaugurated with the sun conjunct Pluto. And others might. You know, Pluto energy is about empowerment. That is its ultimate end-all, be-all goal, is the transformation into empowerment. And we can all utilize this energy, right? We can empower ourselves. But it can swing the gamut, like the victim energy, where you feel powerless, to wow, hungry for power. And I think we see the wow, hungry for power a lot in the world. Now, this energy can also incite violence. Pluto energy, again, as it can bring up our shadows, and the sun just enhancing that energy. Like, you need some light to really show those shadows, right? So it can incite a lot of anger and frustration, and that feeling of powerlessness, which makes you want to seize your power, which can lead to anger and frustration because sometimes we feel more powerful when we're angry, and it can also lead to violence. And we've had lots of examples of that in the past, but just saying, this energy is very spicy. And we're all feeling it to 1 degree or another. So be aware of how it's showing up for you, and go back to this energy mantra if you are feeling spicy, if you are feeling violent. Top of the cards is maturity. Use your maturity. Find that place of love energy with yourself and try to recalibrate to love to support your energy. Now, again, we're building in this. We're going to be feeling this all day and tomorrow, really. And we have been feeling it. Like, if you've been feeling spicy, if you've found yourself going off, if you've also found more things breaking. A lot of times when energy needs to be, what's the right word? Exercised. That's not really the right word, but moved. We'll drop things, break things, and it'll help shift the energy. So if you've been extra dropsy, this is part of it. Just be really aware of others in this energy too, who are not aware of this Sun Pluto, this building intensity that's happening. I know we all know what's happening in the world, but whew, this is very intense. So deep breaths. Now, oof, the moon in Libra is trying. It is trying. It's like the little engine that could. I think I can. It's really trying to help us stay balanced in this energy. But it can ignite more of the mental energies that then feed maybe into the stories of frustration. We also have the moon making challenging aspects today. There's a square with Mercury, and we start the morning in that. So watch your thoughts as you wake up. And if you can jump in with your consciousness before all the thoughts start, you may be able to like set a better day for yourself. Everything's going to go well. It is going to be harmonious. I am going to stand in my own inner peace and harmony. I always know I do better when I do that. I didn't do that today and I needed it. But we start with that square. So the moon squaring Mercury. And Mercury, you know, working its way through Capricorn, just maybe kind of abreast of everything that's going on. We also have Mercury building to a Chiron square that's coming in. Oof. That's going to be happening early on Tuesday. But we really may feel a lot of upheaval within ourselves in this energy. And the moon's just like kind of like, let's look at this. Let's bring it forward. So try to find your center, work towards that maturity energy, but just realize intensity. Now, the moon is also squaring Mars, because why not? And we have Mars in Cancer, and Mars in Cancer is very emotional and, you know, kind of likely to throw its emotions around somewhat reactively. So again, that's not till like the evening, but these connections that we're having today are not necessarily easy in this energy and like make it easier. So I do want to remind us all of the North Node energy, which reminds us to take the time to meditate, to connect to God, Spirit, Universe. It's interesting because I had something come up today and I kept hearing in my head, like, it's okay, like, this is going to turn out okay. And I was like, this is not okay. This is not going to turn out okay. And I finally pulled a card about it and I got the trust card. And I was like, my consciousness was like, see, like, it's going to be okay. Like, trust this unfolding. But the mind can really like ignite those bubbles. So watch for the stories coming up in and through this energy, but watch where you can call in spirit, utilize spirit to help rebalance in these energies. So besides maturity, we have change card, Wheel of Fortune, and this is upright. And so, you know, there's a reason why things unfold the way it does. And I know some of you are happy about inauguration, some of you are unhappy about it, and some of you are like me, like, what even is this, I don't know, pony show going on? What is this? What is this really? What's really happening? What's really unfolding? But beyond that, beyond looking at reality, North Node is reminding us, what are you feeding via your imagination, via your daydream, via your essence, via your gifts and talents and creativity? What are you feeding into the change, into the cosmos? So keep that in mind. Now we have the fighting card in reverse. I highly don't recommend fighting in this energy. So keep it on the down low. We also have the comparison card. And this comparison is in reverse as well. Watch for where you're comparing yourself to others. I think ultimately most people in this world just want it to be peaceful and good, even if they believe that that happens in a different way that you do. And just keep that in mind. I think there are some who are, you know, they've got the Pluto power, hungriness going on, but the universe knows how to deal with those people at some point. And I think it's better that we just recognize those things, but keep assuming our own personal power and stepping into that. Final card is the Innocence card. And as I pull it, I'm hearing 3 little birds. That things are going to ultimately be all right. Look to the light. This is the Sun card. And remember the power of your own light feeding into the cosmos, feeding into the universe, feeding into our world. Now from Rumi, he is addressing fear. And I think I've pulled this one before recently, but I'm going to read some of it. Beyond the threshold of fear, enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It is your fear holding you back, like a bar behind the door. And it says, after so long you are changing your relationship to fear. No more shall it hold you in its thrall. You are becoming able to observe it, to witness it, even to have compassion rather than resistance. Instead of unconsciously sabotaging your growth and choosing to slumber in darkness, you awaken and delight in the light and sound of your divine being. This oracle comes with spiritual guidance for you. You have broken through a barrier, a self-imposed barrier of fear, whether it seemed to originate from within your consciousness or from an external set of circumstances. It held you back from taking the steps you are now taking or just about to take. These steps may feel strange, new, uncertain, and exciting. Your mind may not have received the memo that fear-based existence is no longer in operation for you. It may need a loving, tender, reassuring, and firm update that the relationship you have with fear is now rather different. You are the witness and not the victim. Your consciousness is strong enough to hold it in compassion. You don't have to collapse under its weight. In fact, it's becoming less and less substantial for you. So give your mind the memo, get used to a new way, and take steps. Test your legs. You'll find them powerful and ready. Get set to fly. Test your wings, and trust is one and daring is other. You'll find them enthusiastic for flight. Let's do the sacred honoring ritual, because why not? So, place your hands on your belly. I feel like I just used this one, but with the aid of Rumi, who loves me without condition, and the loving grace of Mother Earth, I lay down all fear that no longer serves my great soul purpose. I release it now with complete forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. Be at peace, old fear. Thank you for your teachings. Return to the Earth Mother now, and I no longer bind you to me. Yeah, didn't we just have this like last week? Powerfully move from your hand, your belly towards the earth as if taking the fear from your body, dropping it with reverence into the receiving earth at your feet. Repeat that movement 3 times or forever, however long it feels necessary. I guess we had more to release. Let's dust it off. And you may like to repeat the movement with your hands moving from your heart down towards the earth and from your head, specifically, sweeping gently down to the earth. And when you're ready, you can say, through the grace of Rumi, fear is replaced with wisdom. I am gently, powerful, restored to my inherent divine radiance, ready to live my life with love, filled with trust, patience, boldness, and tender affection. So be it. So, I'm going to leave that there for today. If you would like support, reach out for a reading. This is going to be my last call for the year ahead readings. I'm going to do the poll this week. I got to get in there and get all of the comments, but it slows down a little bit for me this week so that I will have time to do that. So be on the lookout for this week for making that pull for year ahead cards. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and trust in the divine in who you are. And remember that you're the solution. Namaste.